Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the 13th. This is the 13th of August. Welcome to the market brief brought to you by Anzo Capital Kenya. Now, today we gonna want to talk about how the market's gonna be behaving post CPI. We're gonna talk about what happened on the CPI yesterday, how we're going to be perceiving, or how the layout, the market, the structure of the market formed after the CPI, and moving forward, what we're going to be looking at as we move on onto the market and let's continue in our trading days. This is on a Wednesday, 13th of August, and let's break it down and see. So yesterday we did a live NFP session over here. Now the NFP session, we were doing buys. Look at this. We took buys from this point, this candle, the pre. This was just like some minutes before the NFP came in, the CPI, sorry. Some minutes before the CPI came in, this candle pushed up, activated our buy stop over here, went all the way. Then once the CPI came in, it pushed up, hit the take profit, then went all the way down, activated the sell stops over here, pushed all the way down to this point, take profit 1 and 2. Wow. So that was a great move. That was a great move. Everybody made something out of this market. If you were sellers, if you were buyers, if you were trading with us, you made something out of that market. All right. So now, after that, the market, see the way the layout, it then got all rejected all the way up to this point. Then it is what it is, and this is where we are, and it looks like it's pushing down even further down. Euro USD, on the other hand, let me remove everything and then jump to Euro USD and see. Euro USD as well did have its own fair share of movements over here. We're looking for buys above this area over here. We look for a candle that could close above this point. We got this just before the news. The buys over here, this candle closed up here just before the news, and entry was from this candle over here. Now the problem is, when it came in over here, first of all, it pushed up to this point, hit take profit 1 and 2, and then went all the way down to this point, then came back again and closed above. All right, so here we needed to be very swift to close or to get out of that market. Whenever it's NFP, CPI, FOMC, unemployment data is coming out, what I usually advise people is, sometimes don't look to trade the whole move. Just get, you see, out of this move from here to here, just target your own 10, 20 pips and get out of the market. There's no need for you to ride the whole wave. You ride the whole wave, you lose chances of getting snipped like this, like what happened here. So we're going to remove all the analysis as well on this side as well. We're going to make it as short as possible, short and sweet. Today we have a webinar going on. We have a webinar at 7:30 p.m. I don't know if you guys have registered, but if you haven't registered, man, you need to. You can't afford to miss this one. Let me send you the link right ASAP over here. I'm not so sure. I don't know if you guys have registered, but trust you me, you need to. You need to register for this amazing webinar. We're going to be talking about the trading platform, how to set up your trading platform like a pro. So we're going to be breaking it down, how to set from a very clean MT5, how you get to set it up until it gets to be a well set MetaTrader 5 or well set MetaTrader 4 or well set Anzo app. All right, so everything over there, we're going to be talking about all of this, and that is the webinar for tonight. It's happening tonight at 7. Let me copy the link over there and send it to you. I'm gonna post it. I want to post it right now as we speak. Yeah, I'm gonna set it up right now. Just as we speak, I want to set it up so that at least I make sure that everybody has this there. Make sure that everybody has it before we even start our analysis and stuff. Yep. All right, so let me put it over there in the comment section over here. Where you good? Putting it over here, and I'm gonna call it the today's webinar. Guys, register. with this link over here. Register via this link over here. All right, check this. So today at 7:30 p.m., we're going to be hosting a live webinar, and the topic for the webinar is actually how to set up your trading platform like a pro. So we're going to be breaking it down, how you set up your MT5, how you set up your MT4, both on a phone device, Android or OS, and both on laptop version as well. So all of them, we're going to be going through them from 7:30 all the way to 8:30. It's going to be a 1 hour of just talking about the MT5, how you place your orders, where you place your stop loss. We're going to be looking at how you create a checklist or a watch list as well. We're going to be talking about how do you trail stop your orders. We're going to be talking about everything that has to do with the trading platform, the MT5, the MT4. Do not miss on this, right? There's a link that I've put over here. There's a link over here that just put written today's webinar. Click on that link, get yourself registered, book a seat over there. Let's see you in the evening, 7:30 p.m. I'm going to be your host over there. We're going to be live on YouTube at Anzo Capital Kenya. You can't afford to miss this, all right? See you right there, all right, guys? Thank you. Good. So now, that being said, let's jump on to the trade of the day. Euro USD is over here. Boom, boom. All right, so we're going to jump onto Euro USD over here. Monthlies. So remember what we said, price action based on market structure. And by the way, in terms of fundamentals for today, what we have is yesterday's we had the CPI happening. Let me reload this one, and we get today GDP and GBP already passed, and we have the PPI. All right, the producer price index coming out, and a purchasing price index as well. It's going to be coming out at 3:30 p.m. Again, this is going to move the dollar definitely. We're going to be trading it live. No, we're going to make it a live event as well. All right, good. All right, there we go. Right, so monthly support, monthly resistance over there. We should go down. It's the same analysis that we've been doing for I think the whole week. The same analysis, but we have difference of structure. The structure keeps on changing, you see. Maybe on the higher time frame you don't see any change in the structure, but on the lower time frames the structure has changed a lot. Like for example, now we have this as a daily low. We didn't have this as a daily low, we had this as a daily low, and now we have this as a daily low. See, so every day, the reason why we do analysis every single day is because the structure keeps on changing, and you gotta be ready to move with the change. Otherwise the market's gonna leave you hanging someday. All right, see, that's 4 hours low over there. Yeah, this low that just got broken over here. See this lows, the 4 hours lows. The 1 hour, sorry, 1 hour low now got broken down here. The candle is switching below, it's pushing all the way down over there, but then this went over there, closed very well. We needed it to continue pushing down, but you can see there's a lot of noise over here, a lot of rejections happening over there, so probably that's what's happening. But then we have an active candle over here that is pushing up. If this candle gets rejected and stays below this point, then you could try to execute a sell from the next candle and see how it's going to be moving. So let's go down to 30 minutes and see. Oh no, that means candle already closed above, sorry, that means candle has closed above the next candle. So we are back into the zone again, so it's safe for me to say this is the new low. Safe for me to say that we are back into the zone again, so it doesn't make any sense for us to look for sales over there. Yeah, see the reason why you do multi-time frame analysis. Different time frames will give you different views. And as you can see over here, this was the perfect place to take in the buys over here. Could have taken the buys from above, and this would have been impulse entries over here, and then could push all the way to this point, but that's already passed. So where we are right now and what we're looking at is simply Nothing so good actually. It's because again, and unless you take sales from below this wick over here, so that you can wick fill this one, you can say potential sales. It doesn't really look good though. To be honest, it doesn't look good. This one, get out. It doesn't really. What's happening today, man? Just get out. Though. Trying to erase something is not getting out. Potential. Potential cells below this point over here, so that at least you can fill up this wick, this point, and continuation to the downside over here. That is basically what I may be interested to look into when it comes to EURUSD. But the buy is already happening. We could have grabbed a buy just above this point and it's already going in. So potential buys above here. It's not even potential actually right anymore. It's just buys now, because that would have been the best area to catch this move. But then again, we can still have a move open up above this point. Yeah, so next potential moves. Next potential buy area could go potential. Next potential buy area could come above this point, and at least we'll see. So I'm gonna put it as a solid. And should we break, of course, we're gonna be looking to push all the way up those areas. That is, if we have some good pressures to happening. Remember, we have the PPI. So most probably these moves that we see over here, they're gonna be already driven up by that time. So let's see. This will be the best entry over here. Spy after this kind of close over here. This push down, spy over here, and anticipate to tap this area. But it's already gone, so no need to jump. Don't jump on a buy over there. This is too close of a buy. It doesn't make sense. We could wait for the next moves to happen over here. That's USD. Let's check on XAU, USD. All right. There we go. There we go. Remember the webinar in the evening. The link is on the comment over there. Click on the link. Get yourself registered. Let's meet in the evening, 7:30 p on the PM over there. All right, so the up, we still at the same point over there on weekly, looking at the highs over there. But when you come down, okay, so this makes sense, a lot of sense now. The weekly resistance is now the daily support over there, and we have a new daily. We have a new daily resistance happening over here, right over there. 4 hours. There we go. It is great. 1 hour. They are down. Okay, so what's happening? We're trying to look for places that we can actually grab in and enter the order, but it doesn't really look like he wants to give us some. To be honest, I wouldn't catch that sell over there. Let's see. So this is how we're gonna finish on this. I would like to see sales below this area. That would make sense for me. Potential sales. Potential sales below here. Potential buys above here. Hey. Well, I have a new keyboard, and this keyboard is not a QWERTY keyboard, so it's giving me crazy time typing. You know the way you say you want to give yourself a new challenge? That's me. I was just like, you know what? Where was it written that I need to be using a QWERTY keyboard forever? Let me look for a different type of keyboard and see. Ooh. So you're used to Q, W, E, R, T, and all that stuff. This one is not like that. So before sometimes you're typing the wrong thing. Sometimes when you go to type, you're typing the wrong thing on the screen, and you're like, oop, oh, okay, yeah, R should have been there, but this time it's W over there. So, all right, there we go. So that's a clean picture of what we expect. Buys above this point could push take profit 1 and 2. Sells below this point, push for take profit 1 and 2. That's it. That's what I'm going to be looking at. Remember, we have PPI. PPI, we're gonna come live as well, PPI, so get ready for that. But the most important thing is in the evening, we're gonna be having this live webinar. It's brought to you just to teach you for free. It's a free one, and you could get a $20 trade credit on your account should you attend the webinar to the end. All right, so it comes with own packs. Come on, attend the webinar, get a $20 credit on top of the crazy and the information that you're going to be learning over there. It's going to be massive information, a lot to learn. I'm always a student. I learn always. So I call myself, I usually have a series called Always a Student series. So I learn every day. I learn. All right, guys, take care, people. Have a good one. That's what we're looking at. Remember, trade what you see, not what you think, and boom. See you on to the next one. All right, guys. Bye bye. Take good care of you. The link for the webinar is right down there. Right? Don't forget that. Let me copy it once again. Yep. So it's down right over there. Bye bye.